Hey guys, I'm back again. This is Kong. Today I'm gonna do a movie review on Desierto, if I say that right, Desierto. So basically, the gist of the story is about these immigrant from Mexico or wherever they came from, Mexico or Central America to cross the border from Mexico to the United States, and that's just the story. So leading to the pro of the story, there is a lot of pro that I like about the story. The first thing to mention is what I said earlier is the story is simple, easy to understand. That you know that these group of people are trying to cross the border, and that is simple, easy to understand. That's a good thing. Our main villain is it's a real protagonist. The actor is really good, and it's believable. Good enough for the story. And the sound in this movie really enhances the tension of the movie, and I really liked it. That and it really made me like sit down in my seat and wonder what's gonna happen, what the good guy's gonna do, what the bad guy's gonna do, and I really liked that. And the scenery, even though it's in the desert, you think it would be boring and not interesting, but they actually found places and scene to mix it up, and I really like that. It's like, okay, wow, it's a really good teaching lesson for me as a future director to, you could take a boring scene and make it an interesting scene, interesting movies. So yes, they did a really good job with that. And I love the cat and mouse chase. You know how the bad guy is chasing the mouse around and trying to set a trap. Yeah, there wasn't a trap, but trying to corner the prey. So that was interesting. And the movie is brutal and gritty. There was a scene where spoiler alert, but he straight up killed the guy right in front of him. You see it in the movie. So that was brutal and gritty. And then another thing is that in the movie, even though you're not in the movie, but you feel like it was hot, you feel like it was dry because it was all you see is just dry desert. Everything you can see, everything you see like a dead animal. One of our main characters checking it out, so you can feel it, And I like that because even though you're not in the movie, the movie make you feel like you're dry, your mouth is dry. And I love the dog Tracker, and the dog did a really superb job of hearing the baby dog teddy bear making noises, sniffing around, and doing this what it was trained to do. And I'm like, wow, the dog really executed his role, So I liked it that. And like another thing is that it go back to earlier what I said. It was a simple story, so it's a good thing. And this movie doesn't have a lot of dialogue. It only had dialogue where it is needed. So a lot of it is silent and moving, running. And so to me, like I keep going, a lot of these movies I've seen is that you don't really need to make a good movie with a lot of dialogue. Just enough dialogue to make the point across to the audience, to make it to enhance the movie. So good use of no dialogue. I really like that. So the con. It was really hard to find the con in this movie because there wasn't really any that I can find. So the only thing I could find was there was some scene that was a little bit long where it's static for a long time. I wish it was just a cut scene. That's the only thing. And the movie felt kind of long because they're walking. It felt like it was a drag. But once the chase going on, the scene changes, it felt quick. Those are the only two I can really think of. So the moral of the story is, one, don't be a trespasser, because there are people who are out there to kill you, who don't like you no matter what nationality are you in, especially when you're coming out from Central America. And two, actually three, be prepared. I mean, when watching this movie, it's like, boy, you really need to bring a lot of water, bring a compass, bring bring a pocket knife, just be prepared if you're gonna make a trek, a journey of any kinds, you know, just any kind of journey is to be prepared. Scout model, be prepared. Suggestion that I would make to the director or playwright would be create a dream sequence, because there is a scene where they both, our protagonist and antagonist, actually go to sleep, and you assume that they go to sleep. So I wish they would have took the time to show the antagonist, the dream sequence for him, to show his motivation, why he's so pissed at these people who's crossing the border. Maybe someone he loved close to him got killed by an immigrant or trespasser, or it could be not a loved one, it could be a brother, it could be a friend, it could be someone that lost their life in this prior confrontation between our antagonist and our other immigrant, to show the scene what is driving him, and even show us a scene where he had adopted this dog, in the midst of losing someone else and actually adopting this dog. So that would be an interesting enhancement to the story. And on the other hand, you would also show the dream sequence of our protagonist, who is going to make the cross to the United States again, to show him being with his family, being with his son, actually showing him, say, hey son, I'll come back for you, to show the motivation. Sometimes word doesn't mean much until you actually show or do the action. So I wish that's the only two things that maybe the director should have added in the movie to emphasize and make it a little bit stronger about our main villain and protagonist. So the score I would give this movie would be 8 out of 10. Again, 8 out of 10. I did not think this movie would be good. I thought it was going to be boring, but it turned out to be a good movie. It really questions the actions of our villain. Is he had the right to kill this immigrant who is making a cross, and do the immigrant have the right to cross? So there is a lot of it does make you think about the movie afterward and during the movie. And for me particularly, I was like, oh, shoot, who should I root for? I was kind of like, at the beginning I was rooting for a villain because he was like trying to stop the I thought he was just gonna stop but then once he started killing them, I was like, he's a straight up bad guy, straight up a bad person, because I believe that you shouldn't kill anyone. You should he could have done other ways. So then after that, I was just kind of like rooting for our immigrant to just make a safe passage. So again, guys, I give this a movie an 8 out of 10. It's a really good movie. It really gives you the feel, tension, the heat, and the emotions. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it will help me a lot to grow. Thank you so much for your time. See you guys later.